So we went to Disneyland for spring break, and at the end of the evening, the very last ride that we went on was Splash Mountain. Earlier in the day, we'd been on some roller coaster-ish rides, but none quite as harrowing as the Splash Mountain ride. And our 10-year-old daughter had only been on one that was fairly scary, and it was a roller coaster, but not quite like Splash Mountain. So we have a 10-year-old and a 14-year-old, and the 10-year-old wants to be like the 14-year-old. It's her big sister. She loves her very much. So as we're walking at night over to the ride, we ask the 10-year-old, "Are you sure you want to do this? Because it's kind of scary." And she says, "Sure, of course I want to do it. It'll be great." So as we get into the ride, it's this huge cavern sort of thing, and there's a lot of noise, and people on the ride are screaming, and it gets dark, and it's loud. But we're going onward, and in fact, there was really no line, so we got right into the logs, and you sit one person behind the other, and my eldest daughter was in the front, and Mary, the 14-year-old or 10-year-old, was in between her and myself, and there we go. And it couldn't have been more than about 2 seconds onto the ride, and the 10-year-old turns around to me with tears already almost dripping out of her eyeballs. "Dad, is there somebody at the top who can let me off of this?" And I said, "No, dear, it's too late for that. It'll be okay." And so clunk, we start going up, and it's this loud noise, and it's clunk, and you go up, and it's up, and she's crying, and I'm comforting her like a good dad, and I'm saying, "It'll be okay." Clunk, 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 we're going up the hill, and then we get to the top, and we go down a small hill, and I'm like, "See, no problem." And she's, "Dad, I want to get off." She's screaming her head off. So we go around a turn, and then we have to go up this thing again, and it's clunk, 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 and it's loud, and she's crying, and I'm, "It's okay, sweetheart." We get up to the top, and we go zipping down this pretty large hill, and we get to the bottom, and I'm like, "See, you did great." And she's like, "Dad, I want to get off." And she's crying her eyeballs out. So clunk, 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 we go up this huge hill. I know what's coming next, and we get up to the top of this thing, and it just kind of drifts around slowly before this huge drop into nothingness. So we get up there, and I'm like, "It's going to be okay. Just close your eyes." And people are starting to scream, and my daughter in front of us is starting to scream, and over the edge we go, and I'm holding her from behind, and this is what that experience looked like that night at Disneyland.